Welcome to the January 2024 Star Wars Canon Update. Last month we got one new book and 11 comic issues, so let's get started. Escape from Valo was the new book of the month and the first middle grade story in Phase 3 of the High Republic. It literally just came out a couple days ago, so I won't talk about spoilers here, but it was a fun time. I would say it's lighter on the stakes and danger when you compare it to an adult novel, which is to be expected, but it also surprised me with how dark and grim it got. There's some good humor and fun action, and I just love Ram Jomaram, so more of him is always a good thing. You can see my full review of the book in the cards. The fourth and final issue of Shadows of Starlight followed Marchion Ro during his time between the first and third phases of the High Republic. He recruits the mercenary General Weiss, who we met in Phase 2, as well as Baron Bulin, a ghoulish doctor who also appeared in Phase 2 and the Eye of Darkness. Like some of the other issues of this series, it covered a lot of similar ground as that novel, but cleared up some questions I had surrounding the Nile and their new allies. The High Republic issue 3 seemed like the conclusion to the first little arc of the series. After Keeve Trennis learns Skier may still be alive and stuck in the Nile Occlusion Zone, she captures Lorna D's ship, which is outfitted with a path engine. Now able to pass through the storm wall, she defies Republic orders and takes the ship to go find her master along with Tarek and Sarret. The High Republic Adventures issue 2 told us some of Lula's story after the fall of Starlight Beacon. She was stuck in the crash and after the impact forgot who she was. All that mattered to her was survival, so she disguised herself in Nile armor and wandered the galaxy until Zine caught word of where she was. Now, Lula is back home with Zine in court. I assume there's more story to tell, but this was a really fast issue to read. I think the first bit of this series is playing catch-up with our missing friends before launching into something larger. Star Wars issue 42 rocked. After dealing with all that Dark Droid stuff, Luke is able to focus back on the red kyber crystal he got several issues ago. With some help, he meditates on it once again, re-entering its memories where he is mentally trapped by the Sith Lord who originally bled it. We still don't have a name for this character or a date for when they existed, but I am loving this. The castle, the guards, the all-around aesthetic, I'm looking forward to learning more. Darth Vader issue 42 continued Vader's never-ending quest for more power in his fight against Palpatine. Using what he learned from the Scourge and the events of Dark Droids, he is able to get several cyborg rebels under his control. Sly Moore also offers her help, revealing the existence of a schism within the Empire that would back Vader to help remove the Emperor. The 42nd and final issue of Bounty Hunters was really nice. Valance plays a part in the lead-up to Han Solo's rescue by challenging a new droid of Jabba's to fight, a Megadroid that was introduced by the Yoda comic and also had ties to the Han Solo and Chewbacca comic as well as Dark Droids. Its destruction means an easier time rescuing Han for Leia, Luke, and the others. I was impressed by how well this story incorporated several other comics from the past couple of years. Bounty Hunters was an up-and-down series for me, but I think it ended on a high note. I've enjoyed the final arcs, and these last pages felt like a solid conclusion that also left possible doors open for the future. The final issue of Alyssa Wong's run of Dr. Aphra was really great too. Last month's issue set everything up for Aphra to fake her death once again, but instead she realizes how much she's grown and how she doesn't want to be a loner out for herself. She wants people around her. She wants to share her life of crime with her friends and family. I love that she hasn't grown out of that. She's still an anti-hero at her core, and she's causing enough trouble that the Empire is already sending a bounty hunter after her, which was teased in the Revelations comic. I hope Alyssa Wong continues to write Aphra because I love what they've done with the series, but I also know they'll be busy with the High Republic. The first issue of the Thrawn Alliance's adaptation was enjoyable. I already like this more than any TV or movie adaptation. First, I haven't read the book since it came out, and second, it's just cool to have some visuals for the story. The fourth issue of Obi-Wan Kenobi and the final issue of The Mandalorian Season 2 were both business as usual. Nothing new to report for either of those stories. For Story of the Month, I'm going with Star Wars issue 42. This was a tough pick between some really solid comics and Escape from Valo, but everything going on with the ancient Sith Lord has got me the most hyped. But that's it for January. In February, we'll be getting the first 4 episodes of The Bad Batch Season 3, I believe the last set of episodes for Young Jedi Adventures, and 6 new comic issues. It'll be nice to have some Star Wars back on the screen again. The Canon Update will return in early March to cover all those new stories. Until then, please like this video, subscribe to the channel, follow us on our socials, and consider checking out our Patreon page. As always, thanks for watching, and may the Force be with you.